This is a Hymer Exsis I 580 Pure. And the interesting thing about this is just how much motorhome they squeezed into less than 7 meters. It's 6.99 meters long. It's based on the Citroen chassis. It's a Citroen jumper, in fact, and it's got the 2.2 litre 165 horsepower engine. But as I say, it's the space inside that's particularly impressive. The other thing that's impressive is the virtual fireplace. I'll explain that when we go inside. But let's take a wander around the outside first of all. It's a nice looking vehicle, this one. It's very much that sort of mini RV look, isn't it? For a compact vehicle, it's got quite a nice stance. Satellite TV on this one, you can just see the dish for it, which is folded down at the minute, up on the top. Take a wander around here. First of all, what we've got here, there's obviously a door through onto the inside on this side. That one there is your diesel filler. Also, electrics are accessed from here, so battery and fuses and all that kind of stuff are all tucked away there. That one's a cassette for the toilet. Gas bottles are in this one, like so. And there's also on here, or in here I should say, a small garage. There we go. Over carpets are in here. That one there is because you can convert the dining area into another sleeping area if you wish. That little fellow there is for the awning. But yeah, that's a big area in there, isn't it? Access from both sides, as you can see. Let's carry on around. This is rather interesting. It's got a dual reversing camera, one that points out that way and one that points pretty much straight down. So brilliant if you're manoeuvring, parking, that kind of stuff. This is that big awning. It's a really good size. Look at that. Almost the full length of the vehicle. Access to the garage again is here. Water filler, 240 volt hookup, and so forth. But let's head on inside, because this is, I think, quite impressive. So we access here. There's the bin in the door as usual. There's a button just here that powers the step, like so. Light switches, 240 volt power, all that kind of stuff is there straight away as soon as you go in. We'll come to the front first of all. 2 seats here. Obviously these are the driving position and co-pilot, so these will spin around, but it means that when you've got them spun as they are at the minute, this is a really nice area. And this is where that cushion will go, so that if you want to make this into extra sleeping, you can do. You probably won't know, and the reason for that is because, in fact, if we scan upwards slightly, we can unclip this fella here and then pull that one, and there's a big double bed in there. It will drop down further. It's being stopped by those backrests at the moment. They will drop down almost flat, and so that will drop down horizontally. But just to give you an idea of what it looks like, there it is. And in fact, if we lift that up, you can see there's a ladder underneath, and there's also a netting that will go across here. So if you've got children there, for example, you want to make sure they don't fall out in the night. That's what that is for. Let's bring that back up. We'll head right up to the front first of all, I think. And it's the usual Citroen dashboard there, manual gearbox, entertainment system, all that kind of stuff, as you'd expect. Now, being the Pure, it means that it has things like this really nice natural upholstery on here. It feels really good. But also, the woodwork on here, you can see, it's kind of almost untreated. Rather than being sort of glossy or finished, it's a very natural surface. That, I think, looks great, and it's right through the vehicle. Also, areas like this, it looks like a sort of stone finish. It's really nice. Very pure. Up here, we've got the carbon monoxide alarm. We've got the central heating control. That one there is giving us battery condition for the leisure battery, also water levels, so your fresh water and your wastewater, and then finally the engine battery. You can see the condition of that there as well. That one's a heater for the gas tanks, so it means that if you're somewhere very cold, your gas doesn't freeze. If we come on back a bit further, we've got the kitchen then down here. All these windows open. You've also got blinds that drop down across these. Fly screen if you go that way, and night screen then is just there. It's a 3-burner hob on this one, and you've got the oven and the grill underneath. This is all storage along in places like this. Sink, as you can see, and that is a little lift up section just to give you a bit of extra workspace if you need it. Now if we spin around this way, I'm going to show you that virtual fireplace, because seating we discussed, more storage up here, reading lights about the place, but check this out. This is actually installed for the owner, so it's a 32-inch TV. There's an app on there, you go into the app, fire it up, you've got a virtual fireplace on a loop. And it sounds quite naff, but when you see it, it actually looks really good. I'm quite taken with that. I've not seen that done before. I think that's a brilliant idea. You've got opening hatches up above, more light comes in through those, and again, as you'd expect, you've got screens for blocking out the light at night. And then we come on back a little bit further. This is all lit underneath here, which is rather nice. We'll press on further back down the vehicle. Fridge is in here, like so. That one is a big hanging locker and a bit of storage down underneath. I need to show you this. This is another neat trick. That, as you probably gathered, is a shoehorn. And you might wonder why that's special. Well, what's actually special about that is, let's close that properly, there we go. It's a Hymer shoehorn. See this little bit at the top here? That is so that, if you can't quite reach, you can hook that onto there, and that allows you to open that like so. How cool is that? Ah, they think of everything, don't they? Let's pop that one away again in there. So, beds back here. So this gives you two separate sleeping areas. You've got this up here and you've got that drop-down bed at the front. And so you can convert that dinette area as well if you want to. There is, in fact, a curtain that comes across here. So if you want a bit more privacy, that's what that fella there is for. This, again, is all extra storage up in places like this all the way around. It's nice finish in here though, isn't it? The way they've done this, and then the lighting all built in. Looks really, really good. Let's come right on around then, because the other thing we haven't seen yet is the toilet. That's on this side. That opens like so. You've got a separate shower stall on this one, so these screens here come around. You can see there's a track that comes around the top. Again, you've got ventilation in here. That's the shower itself. And then there's mirror there, and sink, and the toilet. And again, you've got little bits of storage tucked away like this about the place. Again, nice colour schemes, really nicely done. Like that a lot. Superb. I'm going to come and sit by the virtual fire. Let's close that up, wander around here. There we go. How cool is that? I'm going to say huge thanks to the Owen Hyman Centre. They have organised this tour. Massive thanks to you guys as ever for watching. And we will look forward to catching you on another one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.